Namaste viewers, welcome to Gnanadegula channel. Today we'll try to understand the meaning of the word Panchikarana, the process of fivefold combination of elements. Panchikarana means Pancha means five. This concept of Panchikarana, it's one of an essential doctrines in Vedanta, particularly in the Advaita Vedanta, where it describes the process by which the five fundamental elements, that is Pancha Mahabhutas, combine to form the gross universe. This includes our physical bodies also. This process is vital for understanding the formation of this Sthula Sharira, Sthula, that means gross body, and the material world. Now, according to Vedanta, all physical existence, that is materialistic existence, arises from five great elements called as Pancha Mahabhutas. They are Akasha, space, Vayu, air, Agni, fire or energy, Apaha, Apaha means water or liquid, and Prithvi, earth or solid matter. Initially, it is considered that these elements exist in their pure, very subtle form, meaning they are undifferentiated and cannot create the gross universe by themselves. To form the perceivable universe, they must undergo a transformation process called Panchikarana. What is this Panchikarana? So it is like, in the ancient text, they had this idea, that is the division of each element. Each of these five elements first divides into two equal parts, half plus half, one, that is. So one half remains pure and continues to belong to the original element. Now the second part, the second half, is further divided into four equal parts. So each becoming 1/8 of the original part. Half gone, another half, four divisions, that means it is 1/8 of the total. Thus we now have half of the original element, that is pure form, and four portions of 1/8 each, which will mix with other elements. Now this is one. The second part is mutual combination. Each of these Pancha Mahabhutas mixes with the other four elements in the following proportion. So final composition of each element will be half of that original element plus 1/8 from each of the other four, which becomes half again. So, for example, if a final air element, Vayu, consists of half Vayu, original air element, 1/8 Akasha, space, 1/8 Agni, fire, 1/8 Apaha, water or liquid, and 1/8 Prithvi. So this way, this process applies to each of the five elements. Now, the third is formation of the gross universe. After this Panchikarana, after it has been divided like this, you can get any number of elements like this. these five elements now exist in grossified form, which was in pure form, now it is grossified form, which means they become capable of forming other physical objects. They are capable of becoming other physical objects which we see. So this human body is also formed from this gross mixture. There will be a lot of other things also going on, and this was the concept those days. So all perceivable matter such as trees, rivers, mountains, animals, they all arise from these five elements after Panchikarana. This is Panchikarana. This was how the ancient people thought how matter and other things are formed. Now, what is this connection to this gross body? So, Shankaracharya in Atma Bodha says, Panchikrita Mahabhuta Sambhavam Karma Sanchitam Shariram Sukadukkanam Bhogayatanam Uchyate. So, the gross body is formed from Panchikarana. It is shaped by karma, so past actions determining the experiences of pleasure and pain. This body is merely an instrument for experience, not our true self. This is how the logic flows. Of course, there are references from other texts also in Bhagavad Gita. Bhumirapo analo vayuhu swammano buddhirevacha ahamkara itiyam me bhinna prakriti rashtadhau. So in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna explains that earth, water, fire, air and space constitute the lower nature, that is apara prakriti of the divine Maya. The material world arises from these elements through Panchikarana. Even Taittiriya Upanishad also says, Tasmadva etasmad atmanaha akasha sambhutaha akashad vayuhu vayuragnihi rapaha dvayam prithvi. Like this, it goes on. So, Atmanas akasha sambhuta. That means Atman, Brahman arises, it gives rise to space. Space arises air. Air arises fire. Fire arises water. Water, earth, prithvi, like this. It goes on. So this describes the gradual creation of the universe from subtle to gross through Panchikarana. This is Panchikarana. Of course, the practical applications of this Panchikarana is understanding the body's impermanence. The human body is a temporary formation of five elements which eventually dissolve back into nature after death. This helps develop detachment, Vairagya and self-realization. And overcoming ego or Ahamkara also. By realizing that the gross body is only a mixture of elements. It is not anything else. It's only a mixture of elements. One understands that one's true self is beyond the body. So, since all bodies and objects are formed from the same Pancha Mahabhuta, there is no real difference between individuals at the elemental level. At the basic level, there is no difference. Because of the different combinations and permutations of so many things, you will have a lot of different objects and different animals and so many multiplicity of this existence. So this destroys the duality and strengthens Advaita non-dualism. Panchikarana, so to conclude, Panchikarana is a process by which the five subtle elements, that is Tanmatras, transform into gross body. So this Panchikarana is essential in understanding the creation of the gross body, Sthula Sharira and the physical universe. This concept is deeply rooted in Vedanta, Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita, emphasizing non-duality. Now, the last one is recognizing that all matter is just a combination of the same elements, helps one rise above body consciousness and realize the Atman, true self. So, thus Panchikarana explains the formation of the world and our body, while also guiding us towards liberation, Moksha, by realizing our eternal nature beyond material elements. Viewers, with this explanation on Panchikarana, we conclude this episode. I hope this was quite interesting and then informative. This information was interesting. How the Sanatana, how the ancient people thought. Maybe now the science it thinks in a different way, but they also had some logical approach to how things uh, happened and how this body, how this all these objects formed, all those kinds of things. So anyway, by please, I request you to please like, share, and then subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your valuable time in listening to this video. Please post your comments in the comment box. Thank you, viewers.